Crowder. I think everybody on here might know. But Ann and I kind of buddied up again to do first and third Monday night calls for our groups. So we welcome you and thank you for getting on live. And we're super happy for anybody that is going to listen or that's listening to it recorded as well. So that's why we do it. I know that sometimes whatever time we pick isn't convenient for some people, and so it's a great way to be able to go back later and listen to a training. So when Ann and I started planning for we did the first 6 months of the year. We wanted to focus these next few months on the incentive trip, Reach for the Beach. And so we're not only talking about the incentive, but topics that would pertain to reaching for the beach. So tonight's topic is on promoting and promotions. Hey, so Brahms in there shaking a can of spray paint. So one of the big qualifications for Reach for the Beach is that of promotions. And so let me grab just a second. Sorry, I meant to get this out earlier and then I forgot. Trent was looking at old baby pictures of our kids, and so I got a little sidetracked. So if you've printed out at the very beginning of every incentive period, I always print this out. And so I don't even know how many incentive trips I've earned since. I've always earned the summer one. I think there's only been 2 times that I haven't earned it for 2. I think that's right. But I have earned a few that we haven't gotten to take because of babies and life happening. But I do credit promoting and just the simple thing of printing this out. I mean, when you get it printed and you see it in front of your face every day, or if you're looking at this constantly and you make a plan for yourself, just like Wendy Robinson shared on a video a couple weeks ago. I know I talked about that before, but it really was an amazing training on, whether you're just a certified consultant, you can earn this trip. And so it's so doable. I would recommend that everybody print this out from your workstation. It's super helpful. So Ann and I both know that being superstar directors, that we don't have the option of the personal promotions little part, because we've already gotten to superstar director. But when anyone who promotes to certified consultant during the incentive period, you get 1,000 points. If you promote to lead, you get 1,500 points. If you promote to star consultant, you get 2,000 points. If you promote to superstar consultant, 3,000 points. Director is 5,000, star director is 8,000, and superstar director is 10,000 points. So tonight I'm just going to talk about the different levels of promoting, how you get there, and kind of the whys you want to do that. But say you are a certified or lead or even a star consultant, there's lots of points to be had there towards your trip. So also, I was thinking about something earlier. I think, and you might know this, but I think it was Christina Stainbrook who did a video recently about promoting to director in like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I haven't listened. Have you listened to it, Ann?
No, it's on my saved.
Yeah. I think it's on YouTube, and I am very intrigued by that. I'm going to go listen to that very soon. Just because I want to hear what she has to say about that, because I know it can be done, And some of the things that I talk about tonight probably will be on her training. I don't know. But obviously, we all started in the same place, and we're all trying to get eventually to the same place, hopefully. If you're setting goals with your Scentsy business, Superstar Director kind of, I mean, that's the top rank. Then Ann and I do have some work to do to get the Circle of Excellence, but we don't really need to talk about that right now. So, anyway, tonight, so like, I wanted to start just by saying this compensation plan that is in the back of your catalog is like my go-to. Like from the very first day that I joined Scentsy almost 10 years ago, I have used this thing so many times. One catalog like a year ago, they took this out of our catalog, wasn't it, Ann? And I hated it because I always reference the catalog for this. And so one thing to remember as you are advancing and promoting is that when you're building a team, you always want to stay a step ahead of your team as they're promoting until you reach director. So once you hit director, then that doesn't matter if someone under you would be a star director or superstar director, because you could still get paid on their teams as long as you're hitting requirements. But you always want to stay a step ahead so that you are making sure that you get paid on your team all the way up as you're promoting. So as you're promoting, you do want to teach your team how to promote as well. So I'm a numbers person, so I love this. Like, we have a little guy, our 6-year-old, who's been sick with a stomach bug. And Ann and I were actually talking about possibly switching topics, but I love talking about promoting. So I was happy to do this, and it's super, like, I feel like I know it pretty good. So it was an easy topic for me to cover. I think not too long ago that we talked about this, because I kind of remember using these little cards that I have. And I'm going to be, and I don't know if you have these, but I'm going to be emailing my team after our Zoom tonight, and just telling everybody that if they want one of my little promotion postcards to mount up in their office or on their refrigerator so that they can see what their next level is, to email me, and I'm going to mail these out to everyone that wants one. So with that being said, whether or not you're using these little postcards or the compensation plan in the back of your catalog, it's pretty much the same thing. But this one starts out with a welcome, you are currently an essential consultant. So we all start out as essential consultants. And your next step is certified. So we all know that that's $1,000 PRV, or 1,000 PRV, to make them certified. And then it's got little stars to launch party, get active, and then race to 1,000 in lifetime sales. So, and then write down what you want out of your business. So I think that that's a huge place to start. Like, I don't know, when I first started selling Scentsy, I don't think I wrote down where I wanted to go. I honestly just wanted to make my $99 back. I had no idea where this journey was going to take me. It was crazy. So, I'm not even, okay. I wasn't seeing the comments, so now I can see them. Okay, yeah, Jenny, we can do that. So, and then it says, real quick, I just like had these printed on Shutterfly, super, super cheap. You can actually, like, sometimes Shutterfly does a promo where you can get them printed for free, and all you have to do is pay shipping. So it says on the right side, here's how to reach it. And it like lays it all out for a new certified consultant. Schedule 2 launch parties within your first 10 days to reach shooting star. So if you have 2 launch parties in your first 10 days, or 15 days, you're bound to reach Shooting Star, like $500 in sales. Who can't do that? And then it says to book 2 parties from your launch party and 2 from friends who can't make it. Get business cards, labels, and a basket party, and that's all you need for now. Head to the training center and watch videos. Make it personal and contact your friends individually to tell them about your business. It actually has enroll in Ascent Academy, so I guess that needs to be marked out. But I just think that's like, just right there, that's super easy. It's doable for people, and it's so like, it's cute and it's laid out to where, you know, when someone gets started and they may not know what to do, like even if they're not on a time crunch or they're not in a hurry to do things a certain way, that still like gives them an idea on our, like if they have that posted, you know, they might still be an essential consultant. Oh, look at you. I was looking at Katie and I saw your little boy and I thought that was one of my little boys. I was like getting freaked out because I was looking behind me. I was like, oh goodness, never mind. We won't go there. Okay, so if you guys have any questions as we're going along about what I'm talking about, or whatever, shout out, ask me, or you can type a message or ask out loud. So I'm trying to think. Pretty much certified, that's a pretty easy one to make because you're just doing that getting to that $1,000. I always try to let my new consultants know that if they reach that $1,000 in the first month, they're going to make 25% commission. They'll jump straight to 25% and they won't ever have to make just the 20% commission. So that can be an extra add-on. Okay, so once they hit their first 1,000, we all know that then is certified. So the next card is green and it says, congrats on your promotion to certified consultant. Your next step is lead consultant. And then it's just in the little circles down here, it just puts that they need 500 PRV and 1,000 TWV and 1 active frontline. And then it has a little note on the bottom that's really cute. This is thank 10 people today for helping us. And then on the right side, it says, here's how to reach it. Establish a consistent pattern of selling 500 each month. I know that we've talked about this a lot lately, just that 500 should always be that staple. Like I have been selling for almost 10 years and I've always done 500. So 500, it's not that much. I know sometimes we can, you know, get down and be like, I can't do it, or, you know, $500, that's like 2 basket parties a month. Or there's so many different ways that you can gather orders, that you can be working your business to get 500 every month. And I know if I can do it, everybody on here can do it. It just, we all have different circumstances in our lives, and I totally get that. And I'm sure you all don't want to hear everything that goes on in my life tonight. So I don't have to share that with you, but I know that all of us are. I get so sidetracked. I was just thinking about the other day that I listened to. I don't know if you sent it to me or if it was something else, but it was talking about the word busy. And the word busy should not even be allowed. Like, what's busy?
That was Melissa Gratz in that AHA.
Okay, yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah. She was like, what does the word busy mean? You know, we shouldn't even be allowed to say that word. So yeah, I loved that. So anyway, on to the little card. So be consistent with that $500 a month. Then when you're consistent with that, you don't even have to worry about that. You just automatically know in your mind that you're going to do that every single month. And then get your 2 to 3 best friends to sign up with you. It's better to have company on this journey. So I know, like, when I first joined Scentsy, oh my goodness, my sister-in-law joined, my mom joined. Um, Jerry and I always talk about how, like, I had known Jerry for years, and we joined Scentsy, and we really did just like take off with it together as friends, and we learned together, and we traveled together, and built friendships along the way. But and when you have somebody to do it with, it makes it so much more enjoyable. So that's so true. Look for ways to spoil your customers and meet new people. Um, Spoiling your customers, like I know several people who have talked about when customers, like I deliver to my customers and I go out of my way like 90% of the time, probably more than that. Like I'll drive all over town and out of small towns to deliver to my customers. But I'm really going to try to focus on having people come to me. And then when they come to me, if they come to me, then they get a free bar or they get a free scent circle. If they're picking their stuff up for me, they're saving me a lot of time and gas money. And so scent circles, I love. I don't know, forever ago, I heard somebody talk about, it might have been Allison Dalkey, talk about keeping a basket of scent circles by their front door in their entry. And just like whenever somebody comes to pick up their bag, then they can pick a scent circle and take with them. And I love that idea. So I need to stock up on more scent circles. But tonight I had a lady come by and she got 2 6-packs. And she wanted an extra bar. And she was like, how much will it be for 2 6-packs and then that extra bar of Hug and a Mug? And I was like, I'll throw the bar in for you. Like, that's a no-brainer for me because she's $50, $60. She's already spent $60 with me. That's like less than hostess benefits on that order. So why would I not give her a bar? So make sure you're taking care of your customers so that they'll come back to you. Look for keep it simple and don't do anything your new team members can't repeat for success. We've talked about this tons too. If you're doing stuff that's not duplicatable, people are not going to want to join your team. If you're making things look too hard, if you're doing too much, people aren't attracted to that. I'll never forget Marilyn Beatty on my team. She's been with me for years now. Probably 8 years. Marilyn, she's a little bit older lady. She saw what I came in with to the party, and she was so impressed by that she stopped selling the candles that she had been selling and joined Scentsy. And she's an amazing, amazing part of my team. I love her. So continue getting organized and make sure you're comfortable with your entire workstation. So I always tell people when they join to just get on there and play around. I really think that's even me today. Like, I feel like the things change so much and I just get on there and you have to play around. I think it's a good idea too, to like when we're doing little trainings or whatever with our team, it's a good idea just to go into one of the tabs and kind of show them around with social media being so video oriented now. And I just think it's a great idea to get on there and just show your teams how to move around, get around in your workstation. So once they promote to lead, you would send them this pink postcard. And it says, congratulations on your promotion to lead consultant. Your next step is star consultant. It gives you the same 500 PRV. There's that again. And then with a star consultant, you have to have 2,500 TWV and 2 active frontline. Go ask 5 friends what they think makes you successful. So those are just giving you some ideas. So let's talk about wholesale volume. So for the longest time, I didn't even really realize this, but I knew wholesale volume is 75% of retail, but that is like we get paid the 25% on our retail, and that 75% is like the extra amount. So that's kind of how I remember it, how I think of it, because we automatically get the 25%. Then the 75% is the wholesale volume. Okay, so something else too, when you do wholesale volume, like a lot of people get confused on how to do that. So I always take the wholesale volume and you divide it by 0.75. So like if you, I always do director, so 2,500, if you're at lead, if you need that in wholesale, then retail, it's $3,333.34, 33.3333 forever. So like if you're trying to figure out how much more retail you need at the end of the month, you're doing your math, then you're going to subtract the number of wholesale volume that you have from what you need, and then you're going to divide it by 0.75. So that's just the numbers way of making that, like trying to figure that out, because I have people asking me that a lot. That's a big question, I think, for everybody. So because it's confusing. Yeah, Katie?
Hey, I have this sheet right here. The
cool.
Numbers needed to promote. I don't know if you wanted me to post that somewhere, but I find it beneficial just to kind of look at and glance at every once in a while, and it tells you how to figure it out too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think I have that, but if you would, send it to me.
For sure.
I think I have that posted in my group, like in my files, but it's a great reminder and refresher just to put it out there again, especially with the topic that we're on tonight. So awesome. Thank you.
And it's always like that last 4 hours of the last day of the month is when you totally need that. So yeah, Kate, if you would post it on our team, that would be great too.
Yeah. And I just like that's really good. But then like it never fails. Like people are texting me or, they're like, how much do I need? Like, so that's just, I think people forget like how to, and I do sometimes forget, like, okay, it's dividing by 0.75. So, okay. And then on the the lead consultant one, it says, so encourage your team members to get 2 to 3 of their best friends signed up. Continue consistently your monthly selling. Increase your personal goal to $1,000 a month. Flip 1 to 2 of your hostesses each month into new team members. So that's something that, like the things that we're doing on a regular basis, we want it to be training our team members to do. So as far as the 500 every month, like what would that do for our groups and our teams if everybody did 500 a month? Like if everybody did that, that could be huge for everybody. So that's something that just should be really, I mean, we have a lot of hobbyists, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But if you have people that really are trying to work their business, the people that are working a Scentsy business should all try to get 500. We should all be getting 500 a month. I'll just put it that way. Then if you are sponsoring new people and encouraging your new team members to sponsor team members, and getting their best friends signed up, and it's just cascading. So I think a lot of times we don't really take advantage of all the people with social media. We all know people all over the US, all over the world. It's crazy just to think about, who and getting your team members to recognize, like, oh, well, I have an aunt in Texas, or I have an aunt in Alaska. Telling those people about the Scentsy opportunity. It's so fun. Like I've had my cousin selling Scentsy. She used to be a star director, and we got to do things together. So when you share the opportunity as a blessing, it's so much better than really just thinking of it as just an ordinary job. So I know right now there's lots of us trying to figure out what blessing we want to take as our incentive trip. So that's something too, that incentive trips, like we would never travel like we have with Scentsy. Like if we didn't have Scentsy, we would never have that opportunity. So okay, so if you're flipping your hostesses, I know last week, I think we talked about, if your hostess doesn't want to join your team, then go until one of the customers wants to join your team, and you're flipping those parties to get new team members. Because all of us know different people that we can be selling Scentsy to. Don't forget to consistently recognize and encourage your team members and take responsibility for your own team. Continue your path to positivity. So consistently recognizing your people. I think I do my Fab Friday every Friday with my group, and I could be better. I always do my top 10 in my team, and then I always send my top in sales like a special gift. This month I actually sent a pair. I think I showed you guys those little socks. Did I show you those? They're like positive affirmation socks.
No? Cool.
Yeah. I would get them, but I think they're in the wash machine right now.
Yeah, we don't need that.
So, no, they're the ones, I have 2 pair now. I just bought my second pair for myself because I'm buying a pair for my top seller. Oh my goodness, it's 9 already. Oh, okay. So they're great. They just say like, I am awesome.
Cute.
Or, I like it, just positive affirmations. And I'm gonna show you, like, okay, so when you have them, like, they say it across the and then on the bottom, so it's really cute. Yeah, I'll show you that later. Okay, so just make sure that you're encouraging people, that you're recognizing them. I think that's huge in this business. Okay, so the next, congratulations on your promotion to Star Consultant. Your next step is Superstar Consultant. So then again, gives you your 500 PRV, your 6,000 TWV, and 3 active frontline. If you want to be a director, act like one now. So that's another key. Like if you really want to grow your business from the beginning, act like you want to grow it, and act like a director, recognizing people and telling people how proud of them you are. It's never too early to start doing those things. So begin developing your emerging leaders and help them promote. Continue consistent monthly selling and increase your personal goal to $1,500 a month. Again, flip 1 to 2 of your hostesses each month into new team members, and make sure to motivate your team members according to their big, scary dreams. Make sure to focus on your goals too. Strive to inspire and influence. And the other night, I listened to Allison Dalkey, and this is a whole other topic, but she talked about dreaming with Scentsy, and it was amazing. Like, I don't know how you guys feel, but sometimes I forget that, I think that I forget how to dream at some point. And I don't know how to explain that unless maybe you two feel that way. And so, sometimes it just takes somebody like Allison or another one of your upline, or to remind you to dream and to dream big. Like there's not a problem with having a dream. And I think that each of us, like, I think back like 8-9 years ago with Scentsy, like what was my dream? And then honest to goodness, like I feel like I've forgotten how to dream. So I need a kick in the butt, really. So anyway, I just want to encourage you guys, to dream and dream big, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do this, because you totally can do it. I'm going to do it's been on my list of to-do things, and I'm going to say it tonight because maybe that'll hold me accountable, but I'm going to record on YouTube my Scentsy story, and I'm going to share it with everybody because my story is it's very different, obviously, than yours or a lot of other people's. But you never know who you can inspire with your story. So I will challenge you all to do your video too and tell your Scentsy story. But so I promise, I vow now to have mine done by the next call. Okay, Ann?
Got it.
Accountable.
Done.
Okay. And then the last card that I have that I send out is for Superstar Consultant. Congratulations, your promotion to Superstar Consultant. Your next step is Director. So again, it has your 500 PRV, 2,000 TWV, and 10,000 group wholesale volume. You still need that 3 active frontline. And then find 7 people who you look up to and connect with. Begin exploring the areas of your business that you know you excel in. Make weak things strong. Continue consistent monthly selling. Increase your personal goal to 2,000 a month. Aim for annual sales excellence. So let me tell you this story. And, well, I shouldn't address you because we all know this story. Probably if we've been around very long at all, we've probably seen this. It's probably happened to ourselves or to one of those close to us. So I've watched it happen to directors over and over again. And that is their group wholesale volume. Like they'll just barely miss a number. And in my head, I always think if they had had the goal to have their $2,000 or $1,000 in themselves personally, they would have reached that next level or that next goal. And so like those personal goals, like I know everybody, you can't do 5,000 a month or whatever every month and to make those numbers happen. But sometimes you don't have a big, huge team, but you're trying to reach a goal that could potentially send you over the next level of the incentive trip or something like that. You want to make sure that you're doing everything in your power to have your numbers where you want them to be so that you're not missing out on a huge trip or a huge promotion by just, a couple $100 or less. So, I'm not telling you to set too big of goals to where you can't meet them, but I'm just saying that so many times I've seen that happen. So, okay, again, it talks about flipping your hostesses. Look at how important that is. And then make sure you are mentoring and helping everyone in your downline and continue leading by example. So I think that, leading by example is just a huge thing in this business. So if you're doing your 500 every single month as a leader, we should all be doing that to just let your team members know that you can do this. And you're setting an example. I do this every single month, doing the 500. So, and then at director, so we all know that at director, you need that 10,000 GWV. And then our director and superstar director, everything stays the same except for when you are at star director level, you need to have 6,000 TWV and 30,000 GWV. And then that 500 never changes. That's all you ever have to do is 500. And then just watching those numbers of, what you can, I always take, like if I'm mentoring someone, if I'm trying to help them see where they need to be doing or what their team members need to be doing, I'll divide it by the number of people in their group or by the number of people in their team, just to say, okay, just think if everybody did this amount. And some people are going to do more and some people are going to do less. So you can't like make that happen, but those are just like statistics. Or if sometimes you can take like that 10,000 GWV that you need at director and divide it by 30, which 30 days. So tell your team, or just to whether you're telling them or not, or you're just looking at your personal numbers. Okay, this is how much we need to do every day to get to where we need to be. And the same for them. Like if they're working on a promotion, okay, this is your $1,000 TWV that you need to have in order to reach lead. So what do you need to do every day? I mean, $1,000 between two people at least, because you have yourself and one new consultant. You know, what do the two of us need to do this month to reach $1,000 TWV? Same thing for every level. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit. And like I said, just as you're promoting, make sure that you're always staying one step ahead of those that are under you. So you want to keep building as they're building as well. So how is everybody doing with everybody good reaching for the beach? Yeah. Less than a minute. So, okay. Thank you guys so much for getting on. I appreciate it. And Anne does a wonderful job at getting this recorded and getting that linked to me. So I appreciate her very much. Love you, Anne.
Love you too, Jen.
Good night, guys.
Good night.